Okay, hey guys, this is my introduction video. So my name is Lisa. You might recognise me from the Little Power Gamer Family vlogging channel, also on YouTube. I've decided to make my own channel based on all my chronic illnesses and how I deal with them on a daily basis, meditation tips, things like that, doctor's appointments, just what I do in a daily life really. So okay, we'll start with the big one that's wrong with me, and that is something called POTS, which is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. This is characterised by when you stand up, your heart rate increases at least 30 beats a minute. It's a lot more complicated than that. It falls under the umbrella of dysautonomia, and it affects your heart rate, blood pressure, temperature regulation, digestion, everything. Anything that your body doesn't usually think about having to do messes up with me, basically. So that does have quite an impact on my daily life. I'm currently sat here with my legs up and reclined back in a chair, so I'm able to sit and talk to you without my heart going too crazy or my blood pressure dropping, or etc, etc. So that's the big one that's wrong with me. I also have either Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, hypermobility type, or joint hypermobility syndrome. We don't know which at the moment because all the criteria has changed, but I was diagnosed with EDS type 3, and they think that is what is causing my POTS because my veins in my legs don't constrict the way they should. So when I stand up, all the blood just flows straight down to my feet and causes my heart to pump like crazy to get blood back up to my brain. So that's another one. I also have, they think, mast cell issues, but they're not too sure. I don't have true allergies to the foods that I'm reacting to, but I do react to a lot of foods. I can't eat mashed potatoes, I can't eat tomatoes, aubergines, rice, bread, fizzy pop, fizzy water, caffeine. The list goes on. There's very little food I can eat. I believe I may have something like rapid gastric emptying, as I tend to react to food like that, like during eating, almost sometimes, where I will start getting skipped beats, I'll get tachycardia, my whole body will shake, my face will flush bright red, or that sort of allergic reaction, but I'm not actually allergic to the foods that are giving me these reactions. So that's a weird one. But again, a lot of people with dysautonomia get those sort of reactions. What else? I'm currently being tested for Lyme disease. The NHS test did come back negative, but that doesn't really mean anything, so I'm waiting to see an infectious disease doctor. So I'm just waiting for that to come through. I recently had an MRI brain scan to check for Chiari malformations. I have a lot of pain in my head, sort of this area around here and into my neck. They didn't find Chiari, but they did find a rare benign brain cyst called a neuroglial cyst in my temporal lobe. I'm also showing some kind of activity in that area on my EEG, so I'm going to the neurologist this week to see what's going to happen with that. I don't know if they'll remove it, if it'll stay where it is. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I think that might be it. Oh, hemiplegic migraines. They've started in the last few months. I did used to have normal migraines. Now they've become hemiplegic, where I lose the ability to speak. I can't feel one whole side of my body. The last one that happened, I called 111 just to ask what medication I can take because of my dysautonomia. I react to all different kinds of medication. So we just phoned up to see what I could take, because I can't take sumatriptan and things like that. They thought I was having a stroke, so sent an ambulance out to me, which was really embarrassing because they just gave me ibuprofen and went away again. So I felt really, really bad about that. Unfortunately, I couldn't speak enough to tell them that I didn't think I was having a stroke, but there we go. So they are the chronic illnesses I have. So yeah, this channel's just going to be following me around, see ways I adapt to life. As I can't work at the moment, which I hate. Both my children will be in full-time school as of September, and this is when I was hoping to be able to go back to work, but my blood pressure drops all the time, my heart rate skyrockets, I get these migraines where I can't speak. I just really cannot work at the moment. So hopefully this channel is all going to be about my recovery, and I will hopefully be able to get back into work at some point in the future. That is my goal. So come along with me. If you ever have any hints and tips, that things that help you, or suggestions of things I should make videos of, then please drop them in the comments and I will look into them, and hopefully we can get better together. Okay?